It's been 1 year now since the Supreme Court issued a blockbuster decision to strike down Roe v. Wade, putting an individual's right to an abortion up to each state. Some states have already enacted new restrictions, sending patients across state lines. Lauren Linder shares how one clinic here is adapting to the changes.
Abortion is still legal here in Pennsylvania, but in the past year, at least 25 states enacted near total bans or laws restricting access to the medical procedure. It's forced some women to travel thousands of miles away to clinics like Planned Parenthood here in downtown Pittsburgh.
Abortion remains, always has been, and remains a very safe medical procedure to undergo. The same cannot be said for pregnancy.
That's Ruchika Vij, a physician at the Planned Parenthood clinic in downtown Pittsburgh, the organization's only spot providing abortion services in western Pennsylvania. In the year since the Supreme Court overturned Roe v. Wade, she's noticed changes among patients.
People are coming from a wider range of geographic locations.
Since the landmark ruling, the clinic is seeing patients from 19 states other than Pennsylvania, as far west as Texas and as far south as Florida, to get care like an abortion. Before the decision, they traveled from 6 states, many from neighboring West Virginia and Ohio. These patients represent 25% of the clinic's patients, a nearly 10% increase.
They have said things like, we are so grateful to be able to even have the means to travel, to access the care that we need to access.
Accessing care that for some can mean life or death.
I've definitely had people say, I had the reason I'm pursuing this is because I can't have another pregnancy complication because last time I almost died.
But getting the abortion is just one part of the process for those coming from out of state. People may need to take off work, find childcare, rides, and hotels. Sarah Dixon of Planned Parenthood says they hired a patient navigator to help provide information on local funding and resources and to answer any related questions.
People don't necessarily the same day want to go back to their home state, where if there is an issue, there's a little risk possibly going to the ER or something like that. There's fear of repercussion.
While Dr. Vij may be treating more people from across the country, she's worried for those who don't have the means to make the trip.
I think the real crises are the people who don't make it here.
On the other side, this past weekend, Right to Life held their national convention in Pittsburgh to mark 1 year. In a press release, its president said, quote, 1 year later, instead of working to protect innocent human lives and working to create safety nets for women in need, pro-abortion groups and their sympathizers work to protect unlimited abortions and abortionists who do them, end quote. Now, this coming Saturday, the League of Women Voters and other groups in Washington County will hold a rally at Washington Park in support of women's rights and reproductive freedom. For now, reporting from downtown Pittsburgh, Lauren Linder, KDKA-TV News.